Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Yellowstone Whisperer. Today we're going to be talking about Guess Who? And that's going to be Cole Hauser playing Rip Wheeler. Now, I can tell you right off the bat that there is a great deal to both like and dislike about Rip. As most of you know, he comes from a very tragic background. His father was an abuser of both Rip's mother and him, so much so that he killed his father with a iron frying pan. I can relate to the difficulty of an abusive father, although I didn't kill him. And that's kind of the way that Rip is even as an adult. He can be very kind and compassionate on the one side, and he can be a murderer on the other. Um, and I'll to give you as proof when he walks over to the market equities land raider and with a cooler and says, "Is this your cooler? Is this your cooler?" And then walks up to the guy and it's a rattlesnake in the middle of it. Rattlesnake bites the guy and eventually kills him. Um, that's kind of revenge for what happened with market equities trying to take over the ranch. But having said that, it's a testament to both Cole Hauser and to Taylor Sheridan that can write a character like that who is both romantic and masculine on the one side, but he's also a very dangerous killer on the other. Me personally, I wouldn't want to walk into a bar where this guy drops a bull into the middle of it. I no, I'll skip that part. But so to get this all started, let's, as I did with John Dutton, let's compare him to someone from The Godfather, and that would be Sonny Corleone. He was the son of Vito Corleone, and he parallels Rip in the sense that he is fiercely loyal to Vito Corleone. He is very, very charismatic, especially with the ladies, but he's also a stone cold blooded murderer. Make no mistake. And that's the parallels here. But he's a little bit younger, and this, of course, is Sonny Corleone, played by the very adept at that time, the late James Caan. Wonderful actor. If you ever get a chance to see some of his movies, I would go back and look at them. There's a few of them that were like that. They're just terrific. Anyway, this role of Sonny Corleone was James Caan's signature role, and it's how he made his mark in the business. But there, as I said, there are similarities, and there are also important differences. But let's get back to Rip because that's who we're talking about. Rip, just like Sonny, is incredibly loyal to John Dutton, but he also, because of the way that television could be, Sheridan can also take the time to develop a character like Rip over the course of the show, which he does, uh, and he does it quite well. Uh, Having said that, uh, Cole Hauser has to make it work. has to sell it. And he does it in every way imaginable. We see instances of his cruelty when he not only brands people, but he takes people he's killed up to the train station, but he also shows, the softer side. I think one of the stronger examples of that is an episode in season 4 where they have this problem horse that keeps bucking everybody at the ranch off, and then they try and take the horse to a rodeo and try and sell him off, and the wranglers there say, "Sorry, he's not bucking enough." So what does Rip do? He drives him off into a particular place and turns him loose, and the horse runs off. And as Lloyd said to him on the way up, he said, "You old softy." So there's that aspect to him. But then there's the other aspect of the way he treated Carter early on when the boy first showed up. Um, I can relate to that too. Um, he was harsh, he was cruel, he was brutal. But that only happens with someone that can handle the complexity of the role. And it's written well enough for the actor to pull that off. It's the only way it'll work. And Kohlhauser just delivers the goods episode in and episode out. And that's one of the hallmarks of a really good, well written, well developed character is the consistency. Is just the consistency. It's just it's brilliant. And I think that this is one of the better written and better presented characters on this show, yet you can easily see the type of character that this person is. Now, having said that, I don't go to bars, but having said that, I would treat this guy, if I knew what I know about him, I would treat him with a great deal of respect because I would never know when he's going to come from behind me and beat the living tar out of me. That's what makes him not only a complex character, but a formidable presence. And he knows his limits, and he knows what kind of a person he is. And we could talk for hours about this guy, but again, you have to come down to two people that could handle this level of complexity of a character, and that's Taylor Sheridan for writing him, and the directors too, who let Kohlhauser do what he needs to do, and then Kohlhauser himself. Uh, am I impressed with the character development shown in the show regarding Rip Wheeler? Yes. Would I necessarily want to get to know the guy personally? No. He's far too dangerous and far too volatile. He would meet me with hostility when I first met him, and I just couldn't do that. Well, anyway, thanks for listening to this, and if you would please like, subscribe, and please comment below. I'm interested in your thoughts about that, and uh, thank you very much.